Hey guys, Lisa the Whimsical Gardener. Welcome to my channel. So I got up really early. I have the day off, yay. And this is the end of July. I'm filming this on July 31st. There's a couple of things on my list. First is I have some leftover sweet potato slips that I should have planted this out in May or June. Didn't get time, but better late than never. We still have, let's see, August, September, October. We still have like 3 months of growing before the frost hits. But I had set some sweet potato slips for my neighbor. We planted it out in their yard. Then I had a whole bunch of it left, and I've been meaning to plant it out, but I don't have any time until now. But this is what the sweet potato slips look like. So I soaked it in water with the root, and then it basically what do you call it, sprout, and then you break this off, and this is what you plant. So we're going to be planting these. We're going to be planting these out today, and that way they'll have some good chance of getting some sweet potato. I have some raised beds that are emptied, so we're just going to pack them full with these sweet potato and let them just go to town on there. Next thing that we need to do is I do have carrots. So another one of my potato bed is empty, so I love to grow carrots. So we are going to start carrots today, and then I'll show you how we do that and how I make sure that they germinate, because the key to germinating carrots is to make sure it doesn't dry out. So yes, there's drip tube in the bed, but I'm gonna have to come every day and spray it with some water just to make sure the seeds are moist. So that's our plan. And then if we have any space, I do have a lot of green beans seed as well too. I'm gonna try to plant those out. But if not, sweet potato, carrots, that's on our list for today. All right, I've got, you guys, lots of sweet potatoes. And my goal is that next year, what I want to do is, look at this one here. It's growing like crazy. For my plant sale that I'm going to have next year, I want to offer sweet potato slips. So I'm actually going to start those, I would say probably end of December, let them sprout and then pot them up so that when you offer them, they're in a good size, people can see it, because I would like to offer them when they're like at this size here. I just love growing sweet potatoes. So, oh, I'm sorry. One thing we need to do, we do have to harvest potatoes because the tops of them are done, and I got so busy that I didn't get a chance to harvest them. So in order to use those beds, we're going to dig them up, see what potatoes are there, harvest those, and then plant all of the stuff. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend. So let's get started. So the areas that we're going to be working on today would be this raised bed, and this one over here. I may be able to use that one that has a trellis as well. And guys, I see some eggplants that we need to harvest. Oh my god, it's like a kid in a candy shop. Yeah, we need to harvest some eggplants. Let's do a little bit of a detour so I can show you guys that. Guys, can you see the eggplant? So we got this one, we got that one there, we got this one. We really need to pick it, and we got two more back there, one over there. We got a white one. So I'm actually going to be harvesting these, and this weekend I'll make baigan choka. If you're Guyanese, you know what that is. I look forward to this every single year. And this year we actually have onions from the yard. We don't have garlic from the yard, but we have onions, green onion as well too. Tomatoes, we have fresh tomatoes in the yard. So we're going to be making some really nice baigan choka with this weekend. Yay! Oh my god, you guys, it's so exciting. So exciting. But I'm a little bit behind on harvesting. I haven't been in the garden for about 4 days, which is crazy, and now I'm trying to play catch up with all of this. All right, let's continue the work we actually came out here for. All right, so this bed had what do you call it, potatoes in it, so we do need to dig them up and get all the potatoes out. So let's do that first. I do need to go grab me some gloves, and I probably need to loosen up the soil a little bit. I'm not really sure. This one had, I think, baby potatoes in it. And let me grab a container to put them into as well. So I actually ran out of time, and I didn't have time to harvest the potatoes when the tops dried out. And so usually for potatoes, you can just leave them on the ground and just let them, it stores in the ground. So that's what I did, because I knew I wouldn't have time. So I'm just digging them up now, and then yeah, we have potatoes first, and then I'm gonna try to like unearth as much as I can, and then I'll try to use a trowel a little bit. Oh my god, look at this one. And one rule to know is if you have potato in a bed, you will always have potatoes in that bed. Something ate this one. Because the little baby ones, they actually remain in the ground. If you forget and you didn't pick a little baby one up, it becomes a plant for next year. So that's actually what happened in this bed. I didn't really plant much in this bed. They just came back from the previous year. We got from this, hopefully you can see, this is what we got from this bed. Let's see if we have anything in here. And I'm gonna go from the end onwards up, just to loosen things up. I harvested a bunch of potatoes here already, so I'm not even sure if I will have potatoes. Oh, yes I do. Oh, there's a whole bunch here. Something ate this one. Okay. So if you remember earlier in the year, we had already planted, I think we did baby potatoes and outlining this bed here. So as we're harvesting the rest of them, I want to go ahead and do that. So I just started pulling up and I found a couple. So let's take you along and see if we find any more potatoes. I don't expect the larger one. This should be the baby sized potatoes that's in this area here, and it's doing exactly what I wanted to do, which was basically potatoes on the outside while I plant my heat loving plants on the inside. And my pepperoni pepper is doing pretty good. I got to do a harvest of pepper this weekend so my husband can make some pepper sauce, because things are starting to grow right now. All right, so we are done harvesting potato. This is what we got from the beds. Hopefully you can see them. We got a decent amount of potatoes. So I'm gonna leave these on the deck, let them sun out just a little bit to dry off the dirt so I can brush them off. And then what I'm gonna do is take them inside and in my office grow room area in the basement. I'm gonna put them on a table, cover them with a sheet, and let them basically harden off in the dark. And then these small ones are gonna chit, and so that's what we're gonna plant out next year. So we'll cook the large ones like these, and small ones we'll use as seed potatoes. All right, now let's move on to actually planting the sweet potatoes, which I'm dying to plant those sweet potatoes. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is this bed, I'm gonna plant the sweet potatoes in it. That way the leaves can kind of space around this area because I don't walk that much in this area. The other one will do carrots in it. So I'm gonna refresh the soil with some garden tone fertilizer. I do have this linked in the description in case you wanna, in case you're interested in using it. This is my tried and true, and I'm not measuring, it's organic. I'm just basically doing a healthy handful and working it into the soil. And then next I'm gonna reposition my drip tube just to make sure that wherever I'm planting that they will have water. So I'm just repositioning it. Okay, everything looks pretty good. Now let's get to the planting. So just to recap, what I did was a couple of months ago, so this is probably first part of May, I took the potatoes, filled the glass with water, put a toothpick so it kind of holds it open, and it grows the roots, and then the slips grow out from here. And so I'm going to show you, typically if you live in zone 8, I would suggest that you do this sometime in February, so that by middle of April, you can plant, middle of April, you can plant this out. So I'm just going to take this out. And what you want to do is basically see where it touches the plant right there, you break that off. And this is called a sweet potato slip. Then you plant this. This is what roots in. Unlike potatoes, sweet potatoes do not grow from like tubers. They actually grow from the slip. So I'm going to just break away these other stems right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and plant this. And I'm going to plant them very densely just because I have one bed alone for sweet potato. I'm just going to plant them densely, and I'm planting them where I'm going to bury like up to here. So bury up to there. And I'm going to make sure that they are moist. Now, since I had these out on the deck for a really long time, they're already hardened off and everything like that. And I'm very optimistic that I will get sweet potatoes in a few months before the frost comes. There's another one. I'll break that out. And guys, look, this one already has like all the roots on it. I'll go ahead and break that one out too as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and plant all of them really, really close. This one is technically 2 plants. All right, and then this you can just toss it out or compost it if you have a composter. Sweet potatoes you can get from the grocery store, or it could be anything, any regular sweet potato from the grocery store works fine for this. So there's another one. I'm going to break out this whole piece here, and this becomes my plant. This one has some root already on it, which is great. Wow, this one is like really big, so, and this one has some roots already on it. This one has, oh my god, look at the roots of this one, you guys. All right, let's keep planting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the hose and I'm going to soak this in because my drip is not set to go off until probably tomorrow or so, and I want to give these a good chance. So I'm actually going to bring my hose and soak them in. This all water in. Now this same plant, I'm gonna stake, not stake it up. I'm going to just leave it as is because this is all gonna take over. They will be fine with this. And let's continue with our carrots now. All right, so we're moving on to the carrots now. So let's go ahead and position our drip tube. Oh, I don't really have to do much. Okay, so you know what I should have done? Let's fertilize first. Let's do that first, you guys. Guys, it's windy. Oh my God, it's a glorious morning. Did I tell you I took a day off today? So and I haven't been in the garden for 4 days, and this is my little sanctuary for today. And beautiful, I'm in the shade, wind's blowing. It's really nice, you guys. Probably another hour I'm gonna have to go back in because that's when the sun's gonna turn. It's gonna get super hot. But I prefer to do all the work in the morning, and then inside I do all my inside work like editing and all of the other stuff. All right, so this is fertilized. Let's bring you a little closer so I can give you a little bit of show you how I germinate carrots, and I've done this a couple of times now and it works. Again, the key is to keep the seeds moist. So every day I'm going to come out and I'm going to put some water over them, spray them with some water, because that's what the key is. Some people would put like a board over it. I've tried that, and what happens is like the roly-polies come under them. Doesn't work. So I'm just going to do what I normally do. Guys, the camera cut out, so I'm not even sure how much you guys heard or anything. So this is the long emperor that I am planting. It says 8 to 12 days to germinate. Depth is 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and you can pretty much plant this in our zone, so pretty much you can plant this in our zone 8 March to April and July to August. So guess what? I'm doing well by planting this on July 31st. Let's see if we have any more. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see what else we got here. We've got the, yeah, same thing. Okay, so let's plant out the the long imperator. Oh my God, I'm saying it wrong, you guys. I only have a couple of, well, no, I got a pretty decent amount of seeds. So I'm going to go ahead, sprinkle. All right, take my finger, work it in like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pat it down because you want the seed to have contact with the soil. This also tells me where I sowed the seed to as well, so I know that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is the Denver's, that one says 8 to 12 days to germinate as well. 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep. Days to harvest is 75. Now the nice thing with carrot, guys, is that you can actually leave them in the ground if you're not ready. Like potatoes, you can leave them in the ground if you're not ready to harvest them. So I'm basically going to sow this entire pack in this whole area over here. I know I'm overseeding, but I could thin if I want to. So we'll see what I'm in the mood for then. Take my fingers, gently work them in. Pat them down so they're in contact with the soil. Then I'm going to go ahead and give it some water now. And I'm going to leave my hose here because I'm going to come every day and water this. Here, alright guys, so here's my thoughts on the green beans I have this Turkish eggplant bed, which they're growing a little bit too small. I gotta come stake them up. They're now starting to fruit, but then I have all this wasted space over here. And then behind me, I have my banana pepper bed. And I had 3 pepper plants in there, but only 2 survived. And so I've got a little bit of a wasted space there too as well. So my thought is I'm going to plant some green beans because those days to harvest, we'll be able to harvest them before the frost. Again, this is July 31st that we are doing it, guys. Behind me, I wish you can see it on my butterfly bush. There's that beautiful swallowtail butterfly. Let me see if I can go quiet and try to show you guys it. Do you see it? Look at that. How gorgeous is that? A butterfly on a butterfly bush. Gorgeous, isn't it? Oh my god, it's still there. Is it still there? Yeah, it's still there. Oh my god, look at that. It's still there. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. All right, so let's plant our, oh, look at the flowers behind there, everyone. So cute. Joe Pye weed, black eye Susan, and a butterfly bush. All right, so let's plant up here, guys. I know I'm a geek. I get excited about these things, but it's so nice to see these things growing in your yard. Very nice. Kind of refresh it a little bit. And then we'll plant our green beans, and we'll probably grow a little bit dense because we'll probably sow like 3 beans per hill or something like that. So I think I'm going to do the Blue Lake. So this one says days to germinate 6 to 8. Depth is 1 inch to 1.5 inch. And then I'm also going to do the Royal Burgundy as well too. So maybe we'll do 1 bed with Royal Burgundy and 1 bed with Blue Lake. And if I can find any space, I would like to do some what do you call it? Sugar snow peas. So we'll see. So let's do the green one and this one over here, and the purple we'll do where the pepper is. And then what I'm doing is I'm basically going to do 3 beans per hill. All right, that should be good for that one. Now let's do the purple one. Ooh, look at these seeds. So I'll do 3. I think I'm only going to do 2 hills for this one because this bed is much smaller. But I'll do 3 seeds per hill. And let me go ahead and give it a good drink of water too as well. Alright guys, that's actually it for this video. So what did we do? We harvested potatoes. We off camera, and I did a couple of shorts, so you might have seen this already. Did harvest eggplant. I harvested same. We also did, what else? We got the potatoes, of course. And then we cleared out all of the beds. We planted the sweet potato. We did the carrots. We did the green beans as well. So now I have like a second set of crops that are coming along. We do have lots and lots of tomatoes that I need to pick as well. I'll do that later because the sun's starting to turn. And I don't want to be in the garden too long. I do need to do a little bit of watering because it's not going to rain. So let me just do those and finish up with that. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. Actually enjoying this gardening season. And when it's hot, try to come out early in the morning or late in the afternoon just to protect yourself, and try to look at where the sun is and work in the area where the sun's not. That's best practice. But that's, of course, if you have the time to do that. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening.